Lions TV, welcome to your Monday video, which we always like to call, of course, the Lions on loan. This is episode 7, and there is now 7 young Millwall players out on loan at lower league, non-league, and Scottish teams. So this video is going to start getting longer as we go on, hopefully. But today, 4 of those 7 haven't started. So let's look into those first and then cover the players that played. First up, I have absolutely no explanation for this. I've done a little bit of digging, but I don't want to get myself too busy. Sean O'Brien was not in the squad as Bromley beat Barnet by 2-0 at Hayes Lane on Saturday. As I said, look, I don't know what's happened there. He was sub not used in one game. He come off the bench in another. He travelled with a squad but didn't make the bench on another. And today I've looked again at the team sheet from Saturday and he hasn't even made the squad. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know whether he's injured, whether he's just, he's a bit too soon for him in his career for that, although I can't really see it. Or, is he coming back into the 23s this week? He is on loan. I think it's a 28-day loan. That's pretty much up. Looks like it hasn't worked out for him at Bromley, but trust me, the guy's an animal. Next up, we're going north of the border. This one surprised me. It's Hayden Muller, of course, on loan at Callum Davidson's St Johnstone. He was a substitute, not used in their first win of the season. They won 1-0 away at Aberdeen. James Brown, the ex-Millwall player, actually played on the right side of a back three. So it works out for Callum Davidson. You can't knock his tactics there. I'm considering that he's done this to protect Hayden a bit. He's been playing quite well lately. Fantastic assist against Rangers. Also conceded the penalty. I don't think that's got him dropped. I think that Callum Davidson knows his football. A lot of us, as we know, would have liked to keep him around at Millwall. But he's gone at St Johnstone. He's done a fantastic job. And maybe he's protecting Hayden and giving him a little bit of a rest. I don't know if they've got a massive squad. They're able to do that. But I'm sure he'll play more games at points. But he didn't get on in their 1-0 win at Aberdeen. So that's the 2 non-starters. There's, of course, 2 injuries as well. Tyler Berry out between 8 to 12 weeks. I've not heard an update on his injury. If I do hear that, I will post it. It was a hamstring injury, and he was waiting for a scan on that, but he's come back to Millwall for treatment, so he obviously didn't play any part in Hartlepool's 0-0 draw against Oldham in League 2. Another player injured but on the brink of coming back. We did read online, of course, last week from the Millwall official Twitter feed, I think it was, that Isaac Tanto Alafe is back to full fitness along with Sean Hutchinson. He, of course, is on loan at local League 2 side. Nearly said non-league. There was a non-league. He helped him get promoted, didn't he, last season. He's gone back there on loan. However, I've had a look and he didn't feature. He wasn't on the bench, so I'm guessing he's not quite there yet. They could have done with him. They lost 2-0 on the road against Exeter City. Right, 4 down and 3 to go. Let's start out with the new addition to the Lions on loan video. That is Junior Tienza. So I want to talk about this one in a little bit more depth. Without being horrible, I don't want to be horrible about this. I really rate Junior. I always have. That's going back a couple of years ago now. So, get him in the fold, get him involved. And he was in and around the first team. He seems to have now not been. And, no disrespect to Junior. I've watched him a couple of times, and this can happen, I believe, in the 23s. I think it happened to George Alexander as well. I think players can start treading water in that 23s. I did say that last year. That's why I wanted to definitely see Hayden and Alex Mitchell go out on loan this year, because that 23s football, okay, it's competitive, but it's not proper men's football, in my opinion. It's it's not like the old school reserve football you used to get, where if you're a young player, you can't against big, airy centre-halves who are trying to get fit, or strikers who are going to give you a torrid, usually playing in their first team. It doesn't really work like that anymore. And for me, Junior's been treading water in the 23s. He hasn't really progressed. And, on that basis, I'm going to say that it's definitely the best place to be at Dover. But he's gone to Dover. Now, I knew who Junior Tienza was. This is how I've justified it in my mind. I knew who Junior Tienza was before I knew who Billy Mitchell was, before I knew who Alex Mitchell was, before I knew who Tyler Berry was. So, and Dan Moss. So, pretty much everyone who's out on loan, I didn't know who they was. I knew who Junior Tienza was. So they've sort of come alongside and then bypassed Junior, in my opinion, at the club. I'm not saying it's any reflection on his ability or his talent, because he's powerful, he's direct, his final ball do has a bit to be desired, if I'm honest. But, he's just not getting into the fold. I don't know whether that's because we've had, Murray Wallace there, Shane Ferguson, of course, and now Scott Malone. So I don't know whether it's a positional thing. We're strong in that area, so it's difficult to break in, or whether it's just he's not really progressing at the club. So he's gone to Dover, again, National League side, the level that Dan Moss is playing at, the level that Sean O'Brien's currently in and around as well. So for me, it sort of stopped a little bit, and this may now help push him to the next level. He went straight there in a week. He started yesterday. He played 90 minutes in their 1-1 draw away at Weymouth. And just a little side interest, or if you might even be interested, Josh McCoy, I saw on the team sheet for Weymouth, still going strong. Millwall player, of course, way back in, I think, 2012-ish. So, yeah, Junior Tienza on loan. Let's hope this now kicks him to the next level. Next up, we're shooting down to Somerset, and Dan Moss. He has joined Yeovil on loan, the ever-versatile Super Dan Moss. I always say that. I need to get a little bit of a new saying for him. But yeah, Dan Moss, under 23s captain, on loan at national side at Yeovil. I think they'd lost one game before he went there and maybe drawn another. He went there, played every minute in the last 3 games, 90 minutes every time. 3 straight wins, 2 clean sheets as well. But they was brought back down to earth with a bump on Saturday. The good news is that he did play 90 minutes once again. The bad news for Yeovil is that they lost to table-topping, unbeaten so far, Chesterfield in the National League. The defeat sees Yeovil still sitting all right, though, in 9th place. And finally, I've saved this one till last because I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Alex Mitchell. But not just Alex Mitchell, Harry Smith. Not just Harry Smith, Kenny Jackett. So I'm a little bit of a Leighton Orient follower these days. Absolutely flying in League 2 with KJ at the helm. They've gone and absolutely spanked Bristol Rovers Saturday by 3-1 at Bristol Rovers. Now, make no mistake, people might say, 3-1, that's not hammering. There was 3-0 up after 40 minutes, all 3 of their strikers scoring. Imagine that, all 3 of his strikers scoring a game. The mind boggles. Harry Smith getting his 6th goal of the season. I think that's his 6th goal in 6 games. Alex Mitchell played a full 90 minutes in the back 3. He was also booked in the game against Joey Barton, and by the way, in case you didn't know, Tony Warner is the goalkeeper coach at Bristol Rovers. So I spoke to Big TW and he said that Leighton Orient are looking strong. And if you are a better man like me, I'll be backing them for promotion. So that is your lot for the Lions on loan. I hope you have enjoyed it. There will be a preview up for the Leicester City Carabao Cup match on Wednesday, up later tonight on the channel. Score predictions will follow tomorrow. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.